Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Matt Nabong from That's Fight Media coming at you guys with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Devin Haney and the chronicles of his sparring match with Gervonta Davis. Obviously, we think that it's something that we all want to see. There's rumors that, the footage is held by Floyd Mayweather, Ellie Seckbach, ES News. You guys should know who that is. If you're a fan of boxing, you got to check that channel out because, that's how I get a lot of information. I've been watching that channel for a long time. It's a big reason why I like the sport of boxing, kind of seeing the behind the scenes stuff. It's really interesting because I'm a big fan of the cinematics, the animosity and the drama that goes into the anticipation for the buildup of a fight. I love it. I'm a big fan of boxing, so make sure you guys check all that stuff out. But back to what I was trying to talk about. So Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, they go back and forth online a lot, especially with Devin Haney's father, Bill. He's been trolling, saying Thanksgiving, doing stuff, spending money on, not spending money, but donating money to people that, are just buying groceries or whatever, saying that he got all this money to give to them through the sparring. Obviously they bet money when these sparring matches take place. He talked about, Adrian Broner being there, a lot of, guys betting on the sparring where Devin Haney, allegedly beat Gervonta Davis. Devin was very vocal about it. He said that he beat the bleep out of Tank and, made him quit the second time they sparred. The first time, I think the common story is that, Tank was too much for Devin at that time, and it was something that Bill Haney had vocalized, and I think he had to take Devin out of the ring the first time, and then the second time I think Gervonta wasn't in the best shape and Devin got the best of him. That's what they're saying, and Tank got very I don't want to say heated, but he was very enthusiastic about saying he didn't get the best of me, and he said that he almost knocked out Devin. So there's two parts to every story, obviously. But it doesn't matter. Obviously, I don't want to see I've said this in the past, but I don't want to see the footage of the sparring because I feel like it ruins the fight, the build-up, because I feel like it's just a different fight in general. And then people are going to kind of hate on, not hate on, but it could decrease the value of the fight, but it could also raise the stock. So I don't know. I'd rather not, excuse me. I'd rather not see it, to be honest, because I feel like we know it's going to be a good fight. It would be much different from the sparring, 10-ounce gloves, no headgear. It's different. The shots landing, you could really feel the power, as opposed to sparring where they were using doghouse rules, I believe, the second time that they sparred. So it was basically the first guy who quit. So it's just different. 7-minute rounds is kind of crazy, turning up the temperature in the Mayweather gym. They keep it hot, but I hear they turn it up to 100. Guys are betting on the fight, so it's just it's different from a real fight. Maybe more intense, but it's different. You need to break the 1-minute break in between, get instructions from your corner, stuff like that. So it's very different. I don't like to judge sparring. I feel like every boxer has a different perspective and take on what sparring's supposed to be and how hard you're supposed to be going during sparring. In this particular case, I know they were going hard for sure. I'm just saying sparring in general could mean a number of things, so I don't like to take too much away from it because some guys haven't been training. One guy, let's say Devin, was in the best shape of his life, and then Tank, he just had a fight, was enjoying being able to eat the food that he wants to. All fighters, after they get through their fight, they get a little bit more lenient with the diet, and they take a break from training. That's every fighter, though. That's just part of it. So I feel like even if Devin did get the best of Tank the second time, which is what they're saying, it's not really fair to say that, because it could have been a fighter not even as good as Devin Haney sparring Tank while he wasn't in good shape, and let's say that other guy who Tank was sparring is in tremendous shape, he could probably do the same thing. So it's a lot of give and take. So at the same time, I feel like that you shouldn't take too much away from the sparring, because I feel like the fight would just be different. Obviously, I've said it many times, time and time again, that I think that it's either going to be a Tank KO or Devin's going to box Tank's head off. That's just my opinion. Tank was vocal about saying, how are you going to keep me off when you don't have power? He's going to keep walking you down, land a shot. Obviously, Devin Haney's not an easy guy to hit, so it's easier said than done for Tank. But at the same time, if Tank does land that shot, no matter how many rounds that Devin's, bagged, it changes the course of the fight. So it's scary to fight a guy like Tank for sure. But that's just what makes the fight so interesting. It makes it so intriguing, and Devin's ability to put on a clinic every time he fights a guy, a guy like George Kambosos, who's no slouch. Beat Teofimo in relatively convincing fashion. Just making guys like that look so average. It's kind of scary. That's why the fight's also so compelling. That in hand with Tank being such a knockout artist and being able to end the fight no matter how much success you'll be having up until that point. It just makes for a great fight of boxing. Great night of boxing, great fight for boxing. The fans are going to enjoy that one. Devin, Haney, and Gervonta. That's a heck of a fight at the lightweight. For the lightweight division. Obviously, even if it goes to 140, that's a tremendous fight. But let me know in the comments who you guys have winning that fight. Gervonta, Tank Davis, or Devin, The Dream, Haney. That's 50-50 for me. That's a tough fight to call. But I think I'd take Tank. I'm not going to lie. I lean towards Tank just because the potential. I know he can box too, but I think he lands something big and gives Devin some trouble. But let me know in the comments who you guys have. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate the constant support always. You guys are the best. Keep supporting, keep following me. The channel's constantly growing, so appreciate you guys always. Once again, thanks for watching. Peace. Well, that's going to do it for another NASFight Media video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to you always.